done? You done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You feel good? You're okay?
Mm-hmm.
100%. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Actually, I forgot to turn my light on. Hold on. It's a little bit better lighting in here. A little loud in the house. Daughter is still up for some reason because my wife has not came home early today, and my daughter's still walking around. Don't know why, but I'm like I told everyone, I'm bad cop. So, anyways, oof. Sorry, Topo Chico got me the burpees. Not the fun burp. Well, actually, there are no fun burpees. Anyways, hello everybody, and welcome to an exciting new episode of Low Key on the We Libertarians Network. My name is Harry, aka the Movie Target, and I'm going to be an exciting episode today. So we talk about all the things that are going around because Game Informer's dead, and it may be missed. I don't know. We'll find out. So joining with me on this journey, because you guys know I do not travel alone. I like to have people with me. I like to have a cast of characters with me. I got Vincent with me. Go say hi, Vincent.
Hey everyone, I'm here once again, hoping that I'm very upset that I have to work next Saturday as well. Again,
Yeah,
I hate it.
yay.
Hey, Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday. Hey, Christy. It's that Monday show.
Mm-hmm.
It's the other alternative name for the show.
The Monday show.
Yeah.
Right, Ace? That didn't realize Game Informer wasn't dead.
Okay, all right. To be fair, I was in the same boat. I was in the same boat with says the Game Informer. I was like, he been dead.
Yeah, right. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. More and other things. Hold on. I'm going to send an invite link to Superfan because why not? Where would you like to go? That's Secret. Why does it get? Do I not have Christy as one of my friends on Steam? What? Hold on. Trying to send Christy a link.
While you're figuring that out, and your room just got extra dark for no reason. So yeah, I got off work and spent 2 hours waiting for them to balance my tires. Turns out I had a nail in the inner wall of one.
Ooh, fun.
Warranty. Tire warranty.
Nice.
So it's like, here you go. It's $30. I'm like, neat. That's just 2 hours of my time out the window, but $30 is $30. Is it to buy a brand new tire?
It's always the best. Because oh, you're gonna recline. I was gonna did all this work trying to send you the link.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that's fine. It's fine. Just know that I was gonna send you the link. Get you in. We got Christy in the room. I'm gonna send you. Any other $1,000 a month key holder wants a link, just let me know.
Right.
Yay for tire warranty. Yeah, tire warranties. I like it. It is one of the one part of the car that actually touches the ground.
A lot.
And
with all the construction and
potholes and screws. Yeah, a lot of people goes like, man, why'd you get these off-road tires? Go off-road a lot. Like, no, the potholes are just egregious. I need that sidewall protection.
No, see, my issue is that like an intersection of the two main streets where my house is, there's now road construction on both.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun?
Don't you love they're adding a median in the middle of the road?
Isn't that great? That's so great. See, like I was trying to go to our favorite Korean barbecue restaurant, and that median which you go all the way down. I'm like, this isn't convenient at all. This is frustrating. How does this help anyone? How is this safer? You did all this work for a median. Can I at least get a roundabout there at that intersection? Can I get a roundabout?
Well, you see, people kept getting accidents, so we had to do it.
How about a roundabout? The reason why you have the intersection is because you set up. All right, this is gonna like city nerd crap. You've got this long stretch of road, right? 3-lane road, right? 3 lanes, right? Almost a highway 4-laner, right? flat, nothing stopping, nothing to break up the speed, and you say like, "Oh, the speed's 40 on here." No, because your brain says no, full open throttle, because I've got to get through one light to the other light, so full open throttle. Because it's like, but we set the speed limit to that. No, I see that, but I also understand that because they can do 80, they're going to do 80. If you don't want them to do 80, you want them to slow the F down and want people to turn into little side streets, you get rid of the strode crap and you put a roundabout, big sidewalks, narrow, put some road there, put some traffic calming, put that road on a diet. You know?
Right. But now, why would they do that? They're just gonna put a big median in the middle for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason. That's not gonna, which is not gonna help anything. It's gonna cause more accidents. It's gonna be terrible. It's because I hate roundabouts solely because most people I live with don't understand how to drive through one. They don't seem to understand what a yield sign means. All right, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I freaking get that part about roundabouts. They're so amazing piece of technology, and it makes you wonder, like, wow, most people don't use them because they're safer, cheaper. I don't like, to be honest. Putting roundabouts getting rid of intersections and putting roundabouts in, it should be a very libertarian thing because it's so much cheaper. You also get rid of the cops, hanging around red lights and getting people for running a red light at 2 a.m. Okay, because you're sitting at a light. Like that's the other thing that gets me. Like, we have got a town here in Indiana that has no lights and no intersections. It's called Carmel, Indiana. There's no lights. You can just drive around. And if you ever had to drive through there late at night, it's amazing because you don't have to stop. You just keep going. It's amazing. But most people hate it. I don't know why.
because it's not the normal thing, and but I don't want to go in a circle. I don't know which lane to be in when I need to get off a certain spot.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, I sent the link to the Discord. Yeah. Christy goes, roundabout question: are the people in the roundabout supposed to yield, or just people trying to enter? Okay, so all right. If you're where the Olympics are, because it's a great segue to the Olympics. If you're in France, if you're in the roundabout, you are to yield to people getting onto the roundabout. But everywhere else in the world, no. Getting into the roundabout, you yield. Simple as that. You just yield to oncoming traffic, and a lot of people wait too much. They don't go fast enough through it. Me, I gun it through. Flat out. Yeah. Let's see. Ace goes, trying to enter at least one with from what I've seen on Top Gear and Mythbusters.
Yeah.
Yes, and except in France, where you yield to people getting on because it's France.
Let them live here. Let them do their thing. They're France. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, it's France being France things. France doing France things. But like the Olympics is just like triggered the crap out of people. Christy goes, that's what I thought, but someone recently brought it up, and I was like, what? It's like, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's that, but that's the best part about the user interface of the roundabouts. It's that you feel intuitively that yes, you pause for people going in the intersection. The only time like the rules really change is when you get to like a semi. So once a semi, like a big, huge truck, enters the roundabout, the rules change. They have the freaking right of way. A lot of accidents happen in roundabouts because that massive 18-wheeler will enter the roundabout and someone goes, you know what? I can pass on the inside. Let me tell you right now. No, you can't. It takes wide turns for a reason. You just kind of like let that thing go, and you enter the intersection that way.
Let it do its thing.
Yeah, you let it do its thing. And how about Uncle Snoop Dogg? Yeah, so like it is weird. Okay, so I would say like this, like the one good thing with the Olympics is Snoop Dogg going around there, which is and Flavor Flav, which is
you know about the whole Flavor Flav thing, right?
Yes, but you can tell they're honest.
Yeah, he sponsors the female water polo team.
Mm-hmm.
The American female water polo team, so that way they can just focus on playing water polo and not work any other jobs.
Right.
So this man's just around.
sounds outrageous, right?
I know, it's ridiculous.
That this is Flavor Flav. And that's the other thing that's really ridiculous because like the men on the USA basketball team, right, could outspend doing this.
The men on the US full 5-on-5 team is different.
Oh yes, the 5-on-5 basketball
3-on-3
team
is different. 3-on-3 is different. They don't let pro players in the 3-on-3, so they're getting destroyed.
I know, but the thing is, they probably should. They should probably let the NCAA. Honestly, like like the NCAA players, they should let them out. Let them hoop. Just let them hoop.
Bro, there's so many people on the bench of Team
That's
USA.
True. That's true.
Hey, you three that's on the bench, go play 3-on-3. Have
That's
fun.
That's
Get
true.
more golds.
That's true. That's true. Just let them hoop. Just let
But no, they have to go through the 3-on-3 tournaments. You see,
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
and
So
he's
like
dunked on.
yeah. So like I went for the Cal State games. They apparently had a 3-on-3 50+ basketball tournament. And I was just like, man, that sounds kind of cool to watch. So like, but like wonder who would show up. But like, yeah. Can you imagine, Pippen, Jordan, Rodman show up for one last game, 50+ tournament. Jordan like, hey, can you stop smoking? Can't smoke in the court. Oh, hold on. Can't smoke in the court.
You had to get Rodman back from hanging out with Kim Jong.
Oh man, it'd be terrible. But no, yeah, it's just weird that like it's not weird that like an American like is helping out an Olympic sport. Like it's just that the genre, what they do, and the music that they did, like this is what they're doing.
Well, here's the thing. The saddest part about it is that there's a massive generation of people who only know Flavor Flav from Flavor of Love.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
They don't know that he was a rapper in one of the most prolific rap groups in the world.
Yep. Or like, yeah, or Snoop Dogg. Like, how do some people know about Snoop? Be like, oh yeah, that's the guy that sells the weed.
Yeah, it's the weed guy.
Yeah, it's the weed guy. He's
the weed guy that hangs out with Martha Stewart, I guess.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and it is kind of amazing. It makes you wonder, like, wow, most of our like celebrities are people who don't do stuff like this. Like our millionaire, like popular class, entertainment class, don't do things like this most of the time. Or maybe they do this, and we just don't hear from it.
Right? They're just in the background. I mean, look at the stuff that happened with Nipsey Hussle before he died. Like he was bringing this whole community up before he was gone, but that was his whole thing, is that he made millions of dollars, but he wasn't like the top tier millions of dollars, and he was just putting it all back into the community. Just because he wanted to bring people up with him, because that's the only thing that made sense in his head, is that you have to give back to the people that got you here.
Yeah. Instead of like other people making tons of money and buying mansions in LA and buying, 6-figure cars. Yeah.
It's spending absurd amount of money on jewelry that no one's ever going to use, like you're going to wear once.
Yeah. So those people, or let's almost said the B word. I won't bring about the Senor B word. But anyways, Ace goes, my favorite Public Enemy song is a collab between them and Anthrax. Yes. Bring the door. Oh man, no, that's not the song. What is that? Yeah, it's that one, right? Yeah,
I believe so.
Is that one? I don't know.
So let me look it up real quick. Yeah, it's interesting to see.
Yeah, it is Bring the Noise. Yeah.
Huh?
Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember. I was like, it's bringing that noise, right? Man, no.
But I mean, I've honestly mostly been getting the Olympics through memes, like the whole tennis one, where the female tennis player said she didn't respect the other one, and then got dog walked in the final.
Oh man. All the motivation. She's just like, respect me. Respect
You've done it now. You respect these hands.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, the memes or like the freaking E. coli in the water. Just dogs are like,
Bunch of people sick from it.
oh God.
That, and of course the memes that we've seen the most of, the shooting range.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
The
if
old
we,
shooter guy and his cat.
yeah, and if we don't get an anime from these, I'm gonna be upset. I need an Olympic shooting anime, sport anime. Da, da, da.
You probably just have to look. This probably is one, but it's not of him.
Yeah. They're gonna change it, but like the thing is like so like the doubles, right? The Turkish guy, Yusuf, if the doubles the woman's partner, right? She also got silver. She also was just using her glasses, and like she just dropped the kids off, you know? And it's just like, is this Spy X Family in real life?
Agent Twilight, you need to go to this tournament, but you can't win the gold.
Win, but don't lose.
Yes,
get in the middle.
You have to be impressive enough for people to know that you're there without winning it outright. Here, take Frost with you.
Right? That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. They both got silver. Like, hold on. God, showed up.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that chapter of the manga now.
Yeah, I know. And a lot of people are like, well, like, what is like American have? It's like because like most Americans don't do that sport. You know, could they do it? Yeah, but our top shooters are doing other like if you watch them, like the Glock shooting team or something like that, they're doing like those shooting sports, other types of shooting sports. You know, it's our top shooters are doing that.
Right, and I also saw the other meme I saw was the shooter with the Hello Kitties on her gun.
That's freaking awesome. Which I blame gun control activists for people not having really cool looking guns. Okay, so I blame. Because like if we didn't have this, we would have rifles that would would moan. It'd be great. Using the exhaust.
I blame CS:GO for the skins. There's too much skin gambling, so they said, nah, we can't do that in real life.
There's a lot of those guns, like something like that. Like, I just don't want to. I don't know. I have a problem like actually buying it for a real gun. Like, I have been tempted to really like customize a gun that I have. If I don't have a gun, I would may or may not customize it.
The gun I made in Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. Yes. Because like I've seen some ones like I always feel like I wanted to do the rarity scar build, get the scar, like stupid guns, super expensive, but like the idea to get it painted white and purple, put a unicorn on it, make it look like rarity. Always made me happy. It's like it's a lot of money for a gun for no reason.
Just for the memes. Just for you to have it in your own personal collection because you want it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But no, like I think one thing was watching the Olympics is a lot of people was taking it to like at a serious point. Like this is like the end all be all. Like all it is just a sporting body that people have just legitimized, like, and also it's a terrible organization that's has a lot of different controls from dictatorships around the world. Is the main reason why, for some reason, China got the Winter Olympics in an area that doesn't really have snow and had all these different issues, but no one wants to talk about that. Why Russia also got the Olympics. It was awful and terrible, right? And yet they threatened the United States from getting the Olympics because they questioned China's doping scandal. And Michael Phelps is sitting there going like, no, if you got caught for doping, you should be banned for life. There should be lifetime bans. And anyone that's trying to look into Chinese doping, they keep trying to take the Olympic Games for the United States.
It's also really interesting to me that for the most part, I feel like a lot of people take the Summer Olympics way more seriously than the Winter Olympics. Like when the Winter Olympics happen, nobody talks about it. No one cares. There's no memes, no conversations about it. It's like these people are out in the snow. No one gives a fuck about the snow. I want to see people run. I want to see them swim. I want to see them fight.
Well, you see, Vincent, it is because of global warming. Most America doesn't have much snow. There's only few areas that get snow. All right, so.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, no, when you only see, at least from my perspective, the amount of people who actually pay attention and talking about the Olympics only when it's the Summer Olympics.
Yes.
The Winter Olympics just kind of get ignored. They happen and they just kind of go away.
Yeah. Or like people will care about one specific sport of the Winter Olympics. They will watch hockey, or they're for figure skating, or if they're a specific event in figure skating. It's usually like the doubles or something like that. They're not like all about figure skating. No, it's one specific thing. Or I like watching curling. I think drinking and watching curling makes me want to. I wish we had curling bars here in Indiana. We don't. There's other places I know that let you drink and play curling. You know, and I always wanted to do this out because it looks like a lot of fun. But like, yeah, the other thing is just for Americans also, we're like, unless you're in that area, like you just don't get embraced a lot of that Winter Olympic like the winter sports stuff. You know, most Americans don't want to go out in the cold because they're just not used to it. You know, or we just don't have to. Too. We don't have to.
Right, but even then, like a lot of that stuff is no one just in general gets talked about. Like, as A says, maybe snowboarding. But even then, I hardly hear anybody talk about snowboarding at all.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes. Just talk about snowboarding. Yeah. But that's other. But like most people who watch snowboarding only watch snowboarding. They're not going to stick around for the high jump. They're not going to stick around for skiing, the slalom. They're not going to stick around for that. They're watching snowboarding.
And then that's the only event.
Yeah. And people watching high jump is not probably watch snowboarding. They don't care. You know. It's very niche for the winter.
And also, I think it was hilarious. I think my favorite Olympic take was one of the talking heads was like, they feel like there needs to be the stop the swimming propaganda because people are saying, oh yeah, these swimmers are like the best Olympic athletes ever. And it's like, you know how many gold medals Usain Bolt would have if he had run sideways, run but run backwards, run then stop then run again.
It's a different event.
No, I agree, but that's why it's hilarious. Like, the swimmers have so many more opportunities for gold medals than any of the other sports. Because if you're really good at normal swimming, there's a high likelihood you're really good at all the other swimming.
All right, I'll give you that one. Yeah.
So you can pad your stats being like, oh yeah, I got the 100, I got the relay, got the 400, got the breaststroke, got the backstroke, got the butterfly. I mean,
I know. Yeah, if you went to the Olympics for basketball, right? You'd be like, oh, I got the 5-on-5. They won't let me do the 3-on-3.
Exactly. You get one.
which honestly, an Olympics or game should be the 1-on-1 ankle breaker tournament. I would love watching that. 1v1, no 3-point line, 10-minute games. Just breaking ankles. Just like, you gotta go. It's
13. It's 13.
Oh, first a 13 or 10-minute game.
Yeah, first 13. Yeah,
or 10 minutes.
Make it take it. Yeah,
you just go like woo. You just gotta go 1v1, 1-on-1, no 3-point line, no 3-point line. Just gotta go. Exactly. Street ball would be okay. Yeah. It's go street ball. The Olympics would be hilarious. Yeah.
But to be fair, it would be unfair because there's so many of the basketball players that are like, I'm the star player. I play ISO ball anyway.
Yeah.
Who passes the ball? I don't see that.
It would be unfair in something like LeBron would probably excel in that.
Imagine if they had it with like Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe
would just destroy people. Allen Iverson would just be medals. Just medals.
Only medals.
Yeah, just the 1v1. Allen Iverson just be like, this is mine. Sit down.
This is what I've always wanted. It's fun. This is what I was made for.
Yeah. Or Larry Bird. I just don't move. They pass me the ball. Shoot. Aren't you gonna drive? Nope.
Nah.
Why?
Why would I do that?
I want to do that. That tire you out.
Yeah, it's that. I think that was the funniest one.
Which
it's like
I also like about with Olympics is like because you get some of those races like, see, all black people are good at basketball. Africa really doesn't go anywhere in the basketball tournament. It's the other countries.
Yeah, it's like Spain, Greece.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I mean that's also unfair because they have like Giannis and like other like actual stars.
I know, like someone was also like I was watching the breakdown because we were saying like Team USA basketball, like is it really as good as the Dream Team? Blah 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 blah. How stacked it is, and I go like, I don't know, like this team is really good. It's just the rest of the world is also a lot better than they were back in '92.
Right, because now they're like, oh, so all these other teams have star basketball players that are in the NBA right now playing against this level of competition, and then they get put on their own team.
Right. Yeah.
If you're honest, like, all right, here's the deal. Just give me the ball. What? I don't care how you do it. Just give me the ball.
Yep.
That's my brother. He plays on the Bucks too. He knows the rules. He knows the rules.
Simple as that. Yep. All right. That's about the only thing that's happened in the Olympics. Nothing else has happened of note that we should talk about at all. Nope. Yeah, nothing of note.
Only memes. Only memes.
Only memes. It's nothing of note. I did love Snoop Dogg in the equestrian outfit. You know, that was neat. I thought that was impressive. It's like, yes, yeah. Which hopefully I can get our badminton. You know, hey guys, we can go to the Olympics for badminton. Eventually, pickleball will get there too. So,
please, I would rather play League in the Olympics than that.
Oof.
Exactly.
Oof. Which paladin is an Olympic sport? I go for paladins.
I wish paladins had a roadmap for the next 4 years.
Man, if they would just tell me that they're not going to shut this thing down in a year or two, I'd probably give them some more money. But I'm like worried to give them money. Like they're going to shut down in 6 months.
Well, speaking of shutting down,
something did shut down. And this is it's been like a staple in the gaming community for what 30 years, right?
It was 33 years.
Oh man. Finally shut down the Xbox 360. Oh no, sorry. Game Informer.
Well, we can talk about 360 as well. That's also on there too. It's also on the docket. But yeah.
Game Informer shut down. I know. I'm with you too. I thought it shut down years ago.
Right.
But apparently it kept chugging along. This old magazine to online publication talking for game more thing on the line of game journalism. Like back from the days where everything was you bought anything, you're like, oh, comes with a subscription Game Informer.
Yeah.
What?
So
what?
Game Informer was GameStop's gaming magazine.
Yep.
Which the fact that it wasn't shut down before is surprising because GameStop already was shutting everything else down.
Yes.
They're already basically a fucking think geek at this point.
Yeah.
Then if they're not shut down entirely.
Yeah, please buy more Funko Pops.
Please buy these board games, please.
Board Funko Pop. Come visit our pawn shop. I mean, game sells.
But Game Informer for the longest time, I honestly felt like one of the more reputable of the game magazines that people would look into because they would have like interviews and reviews and stuff like that. And it was the go-to before the Kotakus and all the and the Destructoids and all those ones that are the digital versions of these things now. because that it was how you'd get your information on a lot of games, because
Right.
the internet wasn't as it is now.
Correct.
If I wanted to know about a new game, I would get a Game Informer that has screenshots of the new Final Fantasy game that they're hyping up, called Final Fantasy 10.
Oh yeah, the screenshots in there. How to get like walkthroughs, how to get through
Hmm.
different things. It was, and the thing is, like a lot of gamers have, especially older gamers like us, know about it is because, like I said, it was packed when you would go to the game store. Like, oh yeah, you get this, and would you spend like extra dollar or depending what you buy, like comes with a free subscription to Game Informer.
Right. And you just
It
get
was
it and you
bundled.
just enjoy it.
Yeah. It was great. Like, sure, give me Game Informer. It was on everything. Like I remember like ordering magazines for like the like waiting rooms, stuff like that. Like, you want Game Informer? I was like, sure,
Sure.
sure.
Might as
Amazing.
well.
Yeah.
Then, but that lets you know the testament of how games have changed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because that was a little niche thing they were just giving away for free. Because they're like, look, we made this magazine. We want people to look at this.
Yeah, please look at.
Or it's also like, we know there isn't a lot of sources for gaming news. Here, take this.
Yeah.
Here's your gaming news
Mm-hmm.
for the month. Here's the highly anticipated release of the next PlayStation console.
Right.
And how the 6-axis controller works.
Blow your mind. All right. Yeah, it was the breakdown thing, or like I remember when Game Informer did the breakdown of the Resident Evil plotline and how the games fit in. I remember that one. That one, I loved that one. I think I probably still have it here somewhere because like it was my thing. Like, okay, where do the games fit in to all this? Like, because like you go through the game, you understand some of the lore, but like I probably did that at 2 a.m. I don't remember half that lore that I just read.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what the fuck's happening with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was too busy shitting my pants and that dog burst through the glass.
Yeah, like I took my time and barely got through Leon, and when I went to the Claire side, I was like, I gotta get this. I'm done with this game. I gotta return this game. It's just another freaking disc.
Like, this is terrible. It's great, but it's terrible. Mm-hmm. Which I thought was a really clever way of going about that with the two scenarios of Claire A and Leon B, and Leon A and Claire B.
Right. Which until I get to like I think I got adulthood, I found out like I just thought Mr. X was always on Claire. Little did I know that's just because I played the game. And it's just I'm sorry, it's just like I didn't know. Like I went to high school, I got to college, and still didn't know until someone goes like, "Yeah," I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Yeah, it's actually really like they really encapsulate that with the remake because they still have the scenarios. So if you play through like Claire A and then Leon B, they get different things and different things happen, and they have different weapons and different things available to them based on which scenario goes first.
Nice. I own it. I haven't gone through it yet, though.
I enjoyed it, but that's me. But
I'm sure if I ever get to play it, I will enjoy it too.
But yeah, Game Informer was like much like the Nintendo Power was for all the Nintendo stuff. It because it wasn't exclusive to one console brand, it had a much wider range of interesting things in it. But they also had goofy stuff, like they did top 10s of ridiculous things. And they would get fan submissions of artwork and show off fan artwork and stuff like that.
It was the blueprint for what a lot of the gaming journals, right, when they went online or did anything, or even like X-Play, it was like the blueprint. Like, okay, we're just gonna do what that Game Informer is doing, but like digital and like more upfront, just give the people what they wanted. It was to a lot of gamers, like, yeah, it was their outlet. It is the original.
And it's crazy when you think about how that has changed the manner of a lot of the elements of Game Informer have become just genres of video essays or YouTube videos that just get pulled out and then put over here. You talk about the timeline of Resident Evil. a 4-hour video of every Resident Evil game in chronological order and where they fit all in the timeline, and including all Resident Evil content, including the stage play. That is, it has its own unique story that's technically considered canon.
But not the Netflix version. I'm sorry.
No, absolutely not. That would just count for anything. Yeah. But yeah, that became its own thing. The top 10 list became its own thing because honestly, top 10 lists are probably the most easiest to recreate half the time because it's you just pick a category and find 10 things to put in there. Or
anyways, next week is our top 10 list of controllers.
Number 1, Mad Cats.
Man.
Number 2, the N64 controller.
Oh god. The ones with 3 hands. This controller was amazing. But no, yeah, and honestly, like its genre, like of what it was doing and stuff like that. Like, I think the main thing that really killed a lot of this stuff, other than them just GameStop being GameStop, but just a lot of the things is YouTube, even the medium we're on right now. It's like because video is very expensive to do online, and Alphabet and Amazon kind of run all these things. They make money, but it is kind of ran out a little bit of loss. The margins are impossible to do, so it's really hard for anything to come from it, or it's a challenge it because it's going to take this loss of doing this thing. Also, most people don't read magazines anymore. We don't, like I have a magazine subscription. I have a magazine subscription.
To what? It's like unless it's a tools like no, I was just going to get his magazine subscriptions. Yeah, I feel like a lot of it comes down to the things have transitioned to being a lot easier to just have it in the center of your hand with your phones or on the internet compared to getting these paper versions of these things. Any article I would want to read about in one of these magazines, I would easily can get them online now.
So what I also get the digital copies. So what I like to get, this is an old one. Apparently, get the new one downstairs. So what I like to buy is the Book of Zines. I have a subscription to Admin Network Security Magazine. So I have my subscription. This is an old one because it's on the bookshelf. I don't have like any of the newer ones. This one's pretty old, but I love it. And the reason why I still get a subscription to this is because a lot of them are mini pamphlets of books of different software or different things that come out, or things that are just very quick. And I don't want a video on it. I want to take it, read it, and actually take some time. So it's like it's more of a discussions about different things.
Right. I feel like that's another massive element of things. Of some people just like to physically read things. That's why books are still around. But everything goes to ebooks. Books are still around for that reason.
Yep. Still reading books. It's good. It's actually really good. I recommend it.
I thought you were reading Freerun.
Yeah, I picked that one up first. As a mistake.
But yeah, no. Sometimes I feel like that. But for Game Informer and a lot of like gaming magazines in particular, I feel like they just ended up getting phased out because of how much gaming is online and how many people who want to do stuff on gaming is online. So they're used to if they're already there, might as well look here for the things I want instead of somewhere else.
Correct. And I think a lot of them did pivot to also take a lot of that information in, but a lot of their monetization model was kind of whacked. And then you also got a lot of different people who got into game journalism and they hate gamers and hate gaming. which is a lot of it, and poisoned the well. I was like, now, like Game Informer wasn't one of the people like leading the charge, but
Right.
it's also, but it poisoned everything else. It's just like, well, if they're doing it, they have to be doing it too. So why would I go to any of these people?
Right. I feel like there was a point in the internet where there was a bunch of websites that everybody saw were and used all the time.
Yes.
That no matter who they were, they would use it for all the things for specific genres of things. So
Yeah.
BuzzFeed and
Kotaku,
so
Lifehacker,
right.
all these other different like websites in this like this CNET. Remember CNET was useful and to download things to get new software, something like that. Remember that? Remember that?
I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
God, man, I remember Lifehacker. Lifehacker was such a great site at one point of time. Great blog on like how he hacked, like how to use Evernote to get things like that. It was an amazing piece of information. God,
Right, like
it's trash now. It's trash. Pretty trash.
The thing that I used the most as a kid was game FAQs. That has the fan individually made walkthroughs, or like they're reviewing stuff and they're talking about stuff because because they just care enough about the game to document these are the 12 chests you're not allowed to open in Final Fantasy 12 so you can get the Zodiac Spear.
Yeah, stuff like that. Where all these things are, stuff
Right.
like that to help you out, you know. So like you feel like you got something, and it was, you know, it's, I don't know, like, so you still feel like you earned it because you've read about it, you've learned, or they just talk about different lore about different games that are coming out, like, you know, and interviews with developers, so you could care, like, so like, why was this thing like, you know, like, who is this Kojima guy?
Right, like developers interviews and those kind of things are also, I feel like they're still massively helpful for a lot of games to get a lot of people's mindsets on things. That's why when a lot of the times when these fighting games who are constantly releasing new characters, every time they do, they're basically interviews with the people making the game and what happened during the last season, and then what they're planning to change with this next update, and what they're planning to add in the future things to get people hype about it. And it's basically like interviews with the publishers almost every time they talk about that kind of stuff, which I do appreciate because you get their mind, their headspace, and understand what they want and how they're going about things. And there's still some times where I see things that make me want to play games. Like I've talked about this before. There was a YouTube video that were the were the programmers and creators of Street Fighter 6, and they were playing with one of the designers for Zenless Zone Zero, which I've been playing, and they played each other in Street Fighter, and then the Street Fighter developers played Zenless Zone Zero to get the feel of how the game plays, because there's so much of it that feels basically like a tag fighting game, but but as a single player action game. Because think a lot of concepts of like your character starts a move and you can tag out to another character, and that first character will finish their move they're doing without you having control of them anymore. Because they've started the attack, you can follow up immediately.
Nice.
So it was really interesting to watch them talk about it and them explain their perspectives and why they see the game as a particular way when they were just talking to one another, developer to developer, and how their mindset of this thing goes through.
Yeah. Allowing like the artist to talk with the artist, you know, and coming up with this, showing how they did different things, which is like, it's a problem with it also in modern gaming, is that like they're not allowed to be artwork and great pieces of puzzle gaming. They are now just vehicles to drive quarterly profits, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing is something they have to turn it out. It's, we don't care about the quality; it has to go out.
It's got to go out.
And I feel like that's reflected in the game journalism as part of it as well. It's popcorn journalism for a lot.
Yeah, a lot of it is like that. They also have a ton of budgets because, like Volition, right? That came to us with the reason why they was able to like Halloween and do all these fun things like that is because they were a Midwest game publisher. They are studios out here in the Midwest. Very cheap to have programmers out here. Very cheap to live out here, right? Which a lot of these things that are dying, they're on the coast. Very expensive to live there. Very expensive to be there. But like, it's like, but why? It's like, it's like, this is where game journalism. Do you need to have your entire studio? Everyone needs to be there, or do you just need to have a couple of reporters?
Right. There's a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of discussions of how do you make esports profitable.
Easy.
Move it out of California.
Yeah, move it out of California. Move it out of California. 2, you just have to say like, hey, we're going to start off this thing off a nonprofit. We're not going to make any money for the next 20 years. Back to fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to tell everyone to back off.
3, have morals.
Yeah,
you gotta have that. But
background checks. Mandatory background checks.
You have to have morals.
No minors. No private discords.
Oh my god.
Man,
no mullets.
Yeah, no mullets. Simple things. Simple, really step program. Yeah. The other thing is just like I think like the eSport League, which is also have to understand like the game, right? They have to make an evergreen game, right? The game has to be evergreen so it can last. You can't update this thing. Well, you can update it, but like it's gotta last.
But Adam.
Yeah,
we're drug testing them too, definitely.
Oh yeah,
for performance enhancement drugs.
Yeah, performance enhancement drugs. Can't have people out there with these genetic advantages. Yeah. But no, yeah, you got to develop an evergreen game.
You have to go one of two ways. You either make it a completely evergreen game or a game that is so ever changing that people have to keep coming back. The only reason that something like League of Legends still exists is because after every season they go, all right, we're going to change the entire game.
Right.
Here's basically a new game.
Correct. But the other reason why that thing doesn't take off is because they also control their tournaments.
Exactly. They control everything.
Right. You have to not be able to control it either. You have to reach it from the developer. The developer is like, I'm giving this to the community to go game with, right? You're going to just pay us and we'll make sure the code stays stable. You can do things like that. But it's you do what you wish, and we'll have a stable season update. This is the season update. So if people wanted to play, like, hey, I want to play the update that the pros are playing right now, you can select it and play that.
Or they make an evergreen game and then the company just hates money, so they prevent tournaments from happening.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Pretty much, yeah. Because like there is no
Smash Bros. Poor Smash Bros.
Smash Bros would be an amazing.
They got screwed over
but Nintendo won't let them.
by Nintendo.
Yeah.
They had it for years, and Nintendo finally goes, no. Our rules. What do you mean? No more than 20 people at the tournament. What? Our rules.
That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Trust me, Melee is evergreen. I sent you some clips.
Yeah.
People who played Melee were all in on Melee.
Yeah. I think a lot of that is that too. And then also understanding like you've got like, because it's got to be a game system where, you got to let, like the money that you come in, you can't, it's like also the players get to understand like, hey, you're going to have like tiddlywink salaries. You're just barely going to live and play this game. Just too bad, like, sorry, you're the foundation the millionaires will be built off of.
Right. I feel like that's the difference between like some of the more league-based tournaments compared to the open circuit, like fighting game community stuff. The FCC is all like open circuit, and if I want to go play, I could just go join a tournament and play.
Yeah, it's just like like I'm kind of realizing that like I'm doing all this stuff at the yoga tournaments. Is like I am the foundation that the millionaire yoga people are. I don't know, like because they're on a year 20, right? And I'm like, wow, this thing just basically started. They've got a lot of cash and moving over there, but it's not super popular. I'm like, wow, in 100 years, this is going to be super popular, and they're going to like talk about me. Oh yeah, remember when Harry did that back in 2035?
It's so crazy. I can't
But
believe
no
it.
one like him. There'd be some billionaire talking about my record that they broke or something.
Yeah,
Made more than I did. I didn't make it. I won a yoga mat.
well, Weekend is right. Like my StarCraft is basically gone by the wayside because it stopped getting updated. They didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
Blizzard didn't care anymore, but it's also Blizzard, so
Right. Yeah. Well, the other thing is like Blizzard can also open source that to the like if they had open sourced it up, like okay, we're gonna give this to the esport league, right? Or just like it's open source, they can do something good. They just like so the only thing that comes even close is source. Like Valve would have no issue if we took source and then made an esport with it, right? Out of that and just filtered out and did something and go like, hey, this is our esport thing. They would probably fork us and sell it for $60 with a lot more polish or other stuff and other updates, right. But like it's essentially that game that they're playing.
Again, it's fine.
But it's fine. I don't care. I don't
care.
I don't care who gets the credit. I don't care who makes the money. I just think this is a fun thing to do. But like even if we sat here and said, okay, we wanted to make an Indiana Paladins tournament, it'd be too hard to do because we can't do LAN play, can't do LAN tournament play. We still are reliant on Paladin servers, so what's happening at the LAN party.
And you have to assume there's people that play Paladins in Indiana.
Correct. Enough people to play Paladins in Indiana and try to get the PCs and make sure someone's trying to get a cheat in there or whatever happens in there, and that all the stability. So you're already putting all this money just in hardware and just cost, alone getting dicked over by the developers. And we've gone super in the weeds on this thing.
And hey, this is it's kind of what we do. We tangent things. We
started
with Game Informer, and this is what happens.
Yeah, I actually kind of went to the Epic first, then went to Game Informer, and then around this thing.
But that's just how things work. That's how we roll.
Yeah,
we just bounce around things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's Game Informer was important when it came out. People, that's how they got their news before all the G4s and all the TVs where people cared about gaming, because gaming was niche.
Yes.
And that's the thing, is that Game Informer was the magazine when gaming was niche.
Yes.
And that's just we're kind of seeing that same thing happen with anime, like we talked about before.
Tourists gatekeeped.
Because I mean, when I was a kid, the magazine for anime was here's this big thick Shonen Jump that costs $20, and it's not in order of anything. Here you go, figure out what's happening. This is chapter 107 of Dragon Ball. This is a manga that got canceled after 10 issues.
Yeah, and God knows what episode of One Piece you probably are on.
Right? Here's a Shaman King chapter.
So today we finally got the Shibodi Archipelago. We're finally there. First episode. Finally. 391 episodes.
I couldn't. You're taking so long.
391 episodes in, and I sit there like, well, closer to getting caught up. Well, they just dropped 1,113, so we're behind.
I'm in my brain. It's like, yes, we watched the final episode at the kids' graduation.
And then my daughter was like, well, how long have you been watching this? Like, well, I was in school.
I restarted this.
It's like, you are where I was when I got to college. It's like, when did you start getting new episode? After the Fishman arc. That's where I stopped.
Yeah, I stopped there too, but I read that in high school. I read it in high school in my programming class because he would give us a project and give us like a 2 to 3 week deadline, and if the project was done, he didn't care what you did.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, so me and my friends would complete the project within the first week and spend 2 weeks watching anime, reading manga, doing whatever.
Not a bad plan.
Yeah. I mean, he let us do it, so I mean, I see no reason not to.
Okay, Kinder goes, I remember running a LAN party in the early 90s at a convention, Doom over IPX. Yeah. It's one thing I do miss about like running LAN parties. I remember I get invited to some LAN parties and like they had like some crappy Switch and they like drop some Cisco boy. But what the fuck is this? I did bring a Switch. I brought a Switch and a router. Got a layer 3 router, baby. I got a layer 3 Switch. Let's go. Now we're playing with real power. But no, yeah. But there's no point of it now. Like most games are, because the cloud sucks, and most of these damn game companies force everything to go out to the cloud and go talk up there,
Right.
Even though the people you're playing with are in the same room with you, and they complain like, oh, this game costs us so much. Like, then let us boot our own servers up, Team Fortress 2 let us do this. Try to say this is more complicated. A lot of these other older games that allowed us to do this thing. Well, there's no code licensing for it. I think a lot of the bull crap excuses a lot of the developers give is like, well, we don't have the license to let you roll your own. I'm like, obviously something you had to do because like we used to do this crap in the past.
Yes.
Oh, but some of the music, like I said, okay, then how could I have Grand Theft Auto on this disc right here? I licensed all the music, Then you show up to my house and start erasing music.
It was licensed for that disc, and now that the time has lapsed, so if it's not on that disc, it doesn't count.
Right. So clearly, there's agreements that need to be had, and need to be things to be changed. And like
the word perpetuity, please.
Yeah, I know. I need to be able to own things. If I can't own it,
but at least all the games we talked about, came out.
Yes.
Unlike CryptoZoo.
Allegedly, it's gonna come out eventually.
Eventually, maybe. But the only reason we bring that up is because CoffeeZilla.
Yep.
Is a great YouTuber. He does a lot of in-depth detective investigations on crypto scams, scammers, and a bunch of things in general. And he did several videos on one Logan Paul, who lost his WWE title over the weekend. Good thing. Yay! In his hometown. Yay! But he did several videos on a series for Logan Paul, who made this NFT game called CryptoZoo, and then now he is suing CoffeeZilla, and CoffeeZilla put a video out about it, and he is officially selling merch.
Yeah.
Which I kind of want to buy.
I'm buying a shirt. This Friday I'm getting paid. I'm buying a shirt. If you need money, I'll help you buy your shirt. You want a shirt? You tell me your size. I'll buy you a shirt.
I want that Totoro shirt Friday, so good. Yeah.
I'll buy you a shirt. For CoffeeZilla, I'll buy you a shirt. Paul, you need a shirt. I'll buy you a shirt too, Paul. All right. You know what? Reinhold, send me your size. I'll buy you a shirt too. We're all getting shirts. We all getting CoffeeZilla shirts. Okay.
So he's selling
Christy, you tell me your size. I'll buy you a shirt too, Christy. Christy, you want a shirt?
So he's selling merch to pay for his legal fees because he had insurance to cover him being sued, and it didn't cover him being sued.
Yeah.
So he's selling merch that will only go to 100% of the proceeds go to his legal fees, and anything over the legal fees will get put into an account exclusively for more legal fees for his channel. Yep. When he inevitably pisses somebody else off for calling them out on their bullshit.
Yep.
And they slap him with another lawsuit.
I love the waiting for refund, Totoro. Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
Totoro shirt
yeah.
is
All right, so this is what you
is
want. Yeah,
peak.
yeah.
That
So,
Totoro shirt's peak. The other one, the eye one, if you look at it, is so good.
oh yeah,
The Because in the middle of the eye, it's like I didn't hack, but if I did, it did. This didn't happen, but if it did, it wasn't that bad. But if it did, those excuses.
that's hilarious.
It's so good.
Christy, I'm serious. I'll get you a shirt. You want a shirt, Christy?
It's so good. It's
All
just,
right, all right, maybe.
but yeah,
All right, that's fine. That's
support
fine.
creators who need help because this man's out here helping people who are getting scammed.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this one.
The cat one.
Thank you. I'm suing.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
by the way, apparently the cat is made of different phrases. I haven't
Is
had a
it?
chance to zoom in on it, but apparently the cat's made of different phrases.
Oh, I see it now. Oh, okay, okay. I really liked
Well,
your
oh
police
yeah,
your work.
yes.
Oh my god.
Oh god, just quotes of every single person he's ever done.
Love it, love it.
Because it's the same routine every time.
Yep.
The moment he sees that there's an issue, he
Mhm.
talks to somebody. He's like, "Oh, I'm a huge fan of you. You're amazing. I love your work you do. You're great. You're a good guy who says things right down the middle." And as soon as it's on them, it's like, "CoffeeZilla is a piece of shit. He's a liar. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Blah blah blah."
Yeah, it does make you realize it's like, yeah, there's two different responses. You could be like, he's completely right. I effed up. Blah 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 blah.
I
blah.
apologize. Here's the money back. Here's take care of it.
I know, like if he was running a charity and to donate for like let's say 5 years, at least the money's there. But if the money's not there,
there's an issue. But yeah, I think it's important to support this man. He's
yes,
done amazing work. If you guys have not seen some of the stuff he's gone into, he covered the entire FTX debacle.
Yep.
From beginning to end. He even went to the courts to watch the sentencing in person.
Yep. And it was like on the show before, like it was talking about it before anyone was like before getting any big, like, hey, this thing is going on, and other different crypto scams that are going out there in the world, or others just regular old fashioned scams.
He has the 6-part series of Some Ordinary Gamer about Save the Kids coin. And the lies and the deceit about that. He's covered a lot of things. It's really impressive. If you guys haven't watched CoffeeZilla, I highly suggest you go watch some of his stuff. He does great investigation. He does great work. One of the more recent things is that was calling out one Boogie 2988 about his pump and dump scam. And he talked to him before and after everything came out. And him basically telling him don't do it, and then Boogie ignoring him. But yeah, he's a great YouTuber. Everybody should watch it. I used to like CoffeeZilla.
Let's investigate me. Yeah, classic. More of the classic of these losers. Yeah, it's I'm getting a shirt. I would definitely get. Yeah, Kirsty doesn't want because Kirsty has enough T-shirts. Hopefully, she'll find by Friday find some space in her wardrobe for another shirt. Because I'll get you a shirt.
Honestly, it's the most leopards ate my face thing possible.
I used to sleep on CoffeeZilla. I didn't watch it for the longest time. I was like, this guy can't be real. Blah blah blah. Blah. So,
killing it.
And then I forget what happened. It was actually here on the show. Someone goes you've got to watch this video of Coffee.
We discussed it. I was like, I need you to watch this. This is amazing.
On, this guy sounds like a loser. I'm like, oh my god.
He had a whole thing about the bunny or the rabbit too. That was like an AI that wasn't an AI at all. Just did generic Google searches of things.
Good times. Freaking good times. Yeah. So yeah. Legal Eagle also did a good video about it too, and
Mhm.
it was talking about like and the actually had the lawyers that Coffee has on retainer for this thing about it. They were talking about the
Christy said you wore me down. She gave me the size. Let's go.
so
Let's go.
I got you, Christy.
Just tell us which design you want.
You know what design you want? Do I not have a pen up here?
Don't worry, I'll message you later.
Okay. All right. I've got Post-its, but no pen.
No pen.
This is weird.
Well, here's the thing. I have pencils, but no Post-its. I got nothing to write on.
Just you know.
Because I just so happen to have a drawer of a bunch of mechanical pencils that somebody randomly gave me earlier this year.
Nice. Nice.
I wonder who it was.
Sound like a very nice guy. Handsome too.
Oh, she wants you to pick one for her. All right, we got
Pick
you.
one. That's cool. Cool. Oh man, so like I think so we definitely we might be like
maybe I'll get all of them. Maybe I'll get all five.
Get all of them. Yeah. I know.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Yeah, Christy. Yeah, we got you one. Make a space. All right, that's some good news. That's what makes me feel very happy. Yeah, so we're gonna, we're gonna help out Coffee. Because I would feel bad if something happened to Coffee and we weren't there, because this is just someone with a bunch of money going at this is on the surface. This is what it looks like. Just someone with a bunch of money attacking someone with barely anybody. It's be the same way if we got pulled in the court for something we said here. So it's like, I'm just like, dude, we don't make any money.
Right.
Like what do you want from us? It's and the simple fact that instead of going to like a regular like state like in Texas or something like that, it went to straight up to federal court.
Yep.
So yeah. So completely it appears on surface, like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. It's a slap.
Also, watch CoffeeZilla's video about it.
Yeah, exactly. He goes in
video
depth about it.
Watch the Legal Eagle video about it too, because he does have the lawyers that Coffee has on retainer for this, talking about the case. So, it's going to be interesting. Watch. So, just see what happens, especially the other stuff with the Ontario case going on. Also, like there's a lot of sharks swimming around, and the Paul brothers have stepped in, especially this whole month. So yeah. Anyways, on that bombshell, let's go ahead and end this thing before it gets too long in the tooth and I spend more money. Thank you everyone to listening to this episode of Low Key on the Wheelchairs Network. You could have listened to anything else in the world, but you decided to listen to this. And if you made it this far in the episode, you're a true key holder, and we'd like to thank you. This is a live podcast recorded at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday nights. You can watch us live at twitch.tv/wearelibertarians and youtube.com/wearelibertarians. So I'm grateful for the 300 of you guys who download this podcast every week. Prefer you guys come out and hang out with us live, but I love that you guys download this thing every week and listen to our voices. Really do appreciate it, and thank you. So I'm gonna end the show here. Say goodbye.
Bye, guys.